I had to restart the live. I don't know why, but IG's got like a timer now. Sorry about that, guys. So I'll just let Priest jump back in, and then when he jumps back in, we'll get popping. Let Priest join back. Is he here? No. No. I don't see him. So I'll bring on some people while we. I personally, this whole topic, I think is just interesting from like a dissecting it standpoint. I don't know how much of a real world implication it has, or what the.
Ew.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, so I wanted to speak on the whole, transgender using the bathroom or not even bathroom, but changing room situation. I know last time we talked, I had like talked about like how we're gonna have to meet in the middle and regulations and everything, and I still agree with that. But I wanted to come on because I feel like a lot of people are steering away from the fact that this is about like a safety concern more than it is trying to kind of like, I don't know, beat on transgender women. Like it's not
Yeah.
about that. Because I know as a woman for myself, like I'm very on the offense of men whenever I encounter one because I always
You're
think
on the
about
offense. What
situations
does that mean when you say you're on the offense?
like I have my guard up. Like I'm not gonna like be an asshole to you or anything like that. I'll treat you like a human being, talk with you, but like I'm always gonna have my guard up on whether or not, you could be a serial killer or you could, overpower me because I'm a little like I'm little. I'm like 110 and 5'3". So it's very easy, I feel
So
like, for
being
me to
around
get
dudes,
overpowered.
so being around dudes
Mhm.
would make you uncomfortable, essentially.
In some situations, like have that guard up because I feel like I never know. Like the situation of like a man walking behind me if I'm walking
Yeah,
down the
yeah.
street by myself.
From like a dissecting it standpoint, I don't know how much of a.
This, if this is going to be allowed, like I said, there needs to be regulations because any guy could, like Ted Bundy, for instance, pretended to be a helpless man who was hurt and needed help with his groceries. And then, this man ends up kidnapping women and raping them and mutilating them. Like, there are just some sick people out there who take advantage of things. And I feel like this would be a situation of that. Like, there's going to be some dude that takes advantage of it and, comes in and tries to sexually assault someone or kidnap somebody, or, a little girl could get hurt. And I
So,
feel like,
so
mhm,
I just want to ask you a different question. I'm just curious.
yeah, yeah.
So, what would you want to do if a trans person wants to use the bathroom and you say like the rule says no, they can't? What would you like?
Mhm. That's the hard part about it because I don't know how, like, I would allow it, but I would still be on
Okay.
the offense. Yeah, I want them to have the right to do that because I understand as a transgender woman, if you walk into a male bathroom, you're going to get a lot of hate. I
Right,
want
right, right.
trans women to have the right to do it. I just feel like for
Can
everybody's safety, it's
can
just going to
can I
need to be like, yeah.
Can I ask you if you go
Hmm.
up and you see a person who you believe is trans and you're like, you're
Hmm.
trans, you shouldn't be in this bathroom, please leave. And they say, I'm not trans. What do you do?
I don't even know. Like you said, if I was little and that happened.
No, no, no. You could be a grown ass woman. You see a person
Oh,
in
grown ass
trans.
woman. Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
If this person is not trans and they just walk into the bathroom.
No, no, no. Maybe they are. I don't know. But you think
Okay,
they're
yeah.
trans, right? Like
Hmm.
broad shoulders, you know what I'm saying? Adam's apple,
No, that's
whatever it
what
is.
I'm
Okay, you don't
saying.
know.
Like, I'm gonna be on the offense about it. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Oh,
I'm
but
not
that's not my
gonna
question.
approach
That's not
them
my
about
question.
it.
That's not my question. My question is simple. You think they're
Okay.
trans. They say they're not. What do you do?
Leave the bathroom, I guess. Get out. Just get out.
Okay, so your offense is leaving.
Yes. If they're not
Okay.
trans and I think they're trans, I don't know. I guess I would leave for my safety because I don't know. Like, I really just
I'm
don't
not gonna
know.
lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. That sounds like defense, but it's all good. I appreciate it. I like good defense. Big Seattle
Yeah, like
Seahawks fan.
I mean that's how I have to be. I've been in situations where like I've been like backed into a corner by a guy. So like it's the trauma thing too. Like a lot of it is trauma. Like I do have a lot of traumatic past experiences. So I would have to
Hey,
leave
I,
physically.
I sympathize. I was just thinking about like how does this get enforced? I don't think there's a way.
Right.
You would need like a trans ID, or you need like you know,
That's
and
what I'm saying, and I understand they would probably get upset about that, but I'm like, it's not really about you guys. And then I feel like if something were to happen, it would fuck them over because everybody's gonna be like, oh, we told you this would happen. Like we told you, like they can't. This is why they shouldn't have bathrooms. It's gonna turn into that. And so I'm like, there's gonna need to be something like an ID or something to show
or
so this doesn't blow up,
But
basically.
then again, if they have a government ID a government ID card, and their point is for them to be treated equally, then they're not being treated equally, and it defeats the
Right.
purpose.
forget
And
that.
that's like
Preach,
the hard part.
preach. You want to use a bathroom? I say you're trans. You say you're not. I say show me ID. Should you have to show ID to use a bathroom? Think about the implications of what you're saying. How about you? You're telling them everyone needs a card. Well,
That's what
guess
I'm
what? What about you? I want to see that you're not trans. Show me your card. Is everyone gonna have to flash cards?
Yeah.
We're
In
gonna
order
all
to
have to
say
get
I get access to a bathroom?
all gonna have to get gender identity cards. Apparently, we might have to do that. We might have to do that to compromise.
Hey, I just want y'all to hear what you guys are saying. You guys say y'all need IDs to use bathrooms.
That's what I said.
It might have to come to that. It might have to come to that.
Wow.
That's what I meant. It's weird. Like
It's weird. It's a weird thing.
if they only have IDs, then they're not treating equally. If everybody has IDs to go use the bat, that's just weird. Can I just take a shit?
Yeah. No, it's weird. It's very weird. I mean, I don't know. I mean, my mom, she's born in like the 60s. She always talks about how back in the day, things were not like how they are today. Like you could not be as open as you are about being, gay or anything like that. Yeah. So she's like, things changed. And I feel like if that was to happen, it would just be one of the changes.
Hey, man. Hey, listen. If you guys think it's sensible for you to present ID to use a bathroom, you guys are wild. Hey, that's just me, though. That's just me. But I get what you guys are saying. I'm going to go to the next person.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Nah,
ID, nigga?
that's a no.
That's crazy. I get the issue, and I'm just saying there's no easy talk about this. But now people want to use IDs. Okay. I mean, hey, how else are you going to enforce any rule that you put in place? There's no way to know anybody is straight or trans.
It's not. Yep.
Hi.
You can't know.
Hey, what's up?
So I have like the solution to the changing room thing. So
Sorry,
there's
disagreement
a
to what?
swimming pool.
You need to get a bit closer to
No, I have like hang on. To the changing room thing.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So basically there's like a swimming pool like near my local area, and basically it's like open, but there's all stalls. Like everything is stalls.
Okay.
So there's all separate stalls, and then they have family stalls. So there's not actually like one half will be more to women's, and then the other half will be more for men. But it will be open, but stalls.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically your solution is just get rid of any shared spaces like that in bathrooms and change rooms. Just everything has to be individualized, correct?
Yeah, open but individual and separate at the same time, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I think modifying changing rooms like that everywhere is not feasible for most people, most businesses.
See, this changing room though, it's really old. It's like really old. So it's literally walk in, and then one way is men's and one way is women's, but women can go on either side and men can go on either side. So it's like a family sort of community thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So and there's just separate stools, like throughout the whole.
And what about spaces that are created for groups of people? For example, spas and stuff like that. They all have to be individualized?
No, it's together, but there are separate stalls for each and every person.
But that's not together.
To change it.
That's not together. If you guys are in stalls, you're not together.
but it's still in the same room.
So
What
you
you
ever
mean?
been in
Like
this?
it's all in the room. It's all.
But there's also the option. There's option to change like on a bench with the hooks and stuff. But like most people would choose the stool.
But that's what I'm trying to say to you is like, take a sauna for example. You don't have individualized stalls for sauna. It's a shared group space. We have those for a reason.
But when you just wear like a bikini, because I wouldn't go in the sauna without that.
You might.
And I haven't seen that.
But some people get butt
In
naked in the sauna.
England, I haven't seen that.
Right. You wear an underwear, that's fine. But some people get butt naked in the sauna. Some people keep their towel in the change room. Some people get butt naked, right? Everyone's
Okay, well, I think sauna's a different situation to the change rooms. Because for change rooms, you can just add stools. And if you want to be out there in the open, then that's up to you, innit?
right. But that's my whole point. This is not a question about how we fix things technically, because the truth is people have a desire for open spaces, right? You can't have a Korean spa, okay, and have everyone in stalls. It's not the way the Korean spa works. The Korean spa is like a place for females to get together. They all share a bunch of services from massages to saunas to hot tubs, and they're all naked. That's like the whole point of the space, right? It fosters a sense of togetherness. You can't just build a stall for everyone. That doesn't work. So we're talking about these kind of open spaces that people want, and there's a desire for them. Should they be allowed to be in those spaces? And I think your reply is build a stall for everyone, individualize everything. But you have to understand, there's plenty of places where that doesn't work.
I think for the changing rooms, it really does.
But if you didn't hear what I just said, there's a lot. Okay, that's all good. Well, listen, I appreciate you coming. Cheers. People don't listen. I just gotta move on. And someone says that it doesn't work like that in the U.S. It 100% works like that in the U.S. Even the U.S. has a bunch of spas just like that. So I think people have to realize that these open spaces exist. They exist for a reason. They exist for a reason. And some people like those spaces.
I don't know what the solution is really. I don't have it.
Yeah, it's not like you just build a stall for everyone. You can't just build a stall for everything. It's not the way it works. But hey, and also the truth is, some people don't want stalls. That's another thing. You know what I mean? Like male locker rooms would not work the same if everyone had a stall. It's not the way it functions. So it's just acknowledging that other people live differently, and not only do they live differently, but they like the way that they live differently. You ever been to one of those spas?
No, I go to spas, but I haven't been to a Korean one. We get butt ass naked.
Yeah, that was happening in Los Angeles. That's why I'm confused when people are like, it doesn't happen in America or it doesn't happen. It 100% happens in your